let's bring in Daniel Levi, former Israeli negotiator and president of the U.S. Middle East Project, which focuses on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Daniel, thanks for coming on. I want to talk a little bit about your work and what you've found as it relates to what's happening now. Is there, do you think, a political solution to what's happening right now?
I think, Diane, one has to step back a little from the right now. Yes, there is a political solution. It's devastating that not having chosen that path means that we are at the point we are at today. And so I think today we need to look at kind of two time horizons, if I may. One is that the appalling atrocities of the weekend, coming off the back of a conflict which you heard part of its history, but of course coming off the back of a decade and a half of Gaza being besieged, an open-air prison, the Palestinians for decades and decades just not having the most basic freedoms and rights we take for granted. So life was normal for Israelis, Friday evening. It's never normal for Palestinians. But the immediate time horizon is to make sure that the Israeli government's commitment to committing war crimes, and one should not mince words when one describes what happened over the weekend to Israelis. And one should not mince words when one describes what Israel is beginning to do and has committed to doing in Gaza, because this is a war crime as well. So first of all, one has to say no. Even in self-defense and even in war, there are rules. You do not target civilians. And if an Israeli official turns around and says, no, we're just targeting the terrorists, that's not what you're seeing. And if you have correspondence there, that's what they will tell you. That's not what's happening in Gaza. Then we have the longer time horizon, which of course is about building a political path, because violence is popular when the other channels are closed. And unfortunately, American policy has contributed to the closing of those other channels, because the Palestinian deal of the other faction, not Hamas, of those who signed the peace agreements, was we end armed struggle, we negotiate, and there will be a Palestinian state and an Israeli withdrawal. And what you've seen is the doubling, the quadrupling of illegal Israeli settlers, and a total Israeli unwillingness to walk down the political path. And that unwillingness is unfortunately enabled and facilitated by America saying, that's okay. We might criticize you with some words every so often, but essentially, we've got your back while you ensure that peace is impossible, and that takes us on the road to war. And we just don't need to be here.
And so many wish that we weren't, and that they weren't. Hopefully, an end comes to this soon. Daniel, we appreciate your analysis today. Thank you.
Thank you, Diane.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.